On any given day, 15,000 New Yorkers are in jail pre-trial. Those are 15,000 people who haven't been convicted of a crime, who haven't had real evidence presented against them, who were in jail just because they were too poor to buy their way out. People that are in jail pre-trial are people that we have all as a society decided constitutionally are legally innocent. However, that population was driving New York's whole jail population. That becomes even more shocking when you think about the fact that it disproportionately impacts poor Black and brown people. 88% of the people on Rikers Island are Black and Latinx. Folks are much more likely to plead guilty or be convicted of crimes if they're locked up pre-trial, which can be months or years. There's a whole bunch of collateral consequences that immediately happen. If you don't show up to work for one day, you lose your job. Once you lose your job, then it's extraordinarily hard to make your rent. And once you can't pay your rent, you might not have housing. Over 80% of women across the country in jail are mothers of dependent children. So if you don't come home for 36 hours, your child could be entered into the child welfare system and a process will begin wherein your child could be taken away from you. Judges are not allowed to issue money bail for almost all misdemeanors and nonviolent felonies. They are mandated by law to release people pre-trial. This just means that thousands of New Yorkers will never be subjected to that at all, and that's extraordinarily important. The biggest way this fell short is that it didn't end money bail entirely. For folks charged with more serious crimes, the existing legislation still upholds a system where the amount of money you have access to determines whether or not you're free pre-trial or you're locked in a cage. Because they're charged with something scary, they're the easiest people to kind of say, well, they don't deserve the justice that everyone else deserves. But they absolutely do, because that's what our Constitution requires, because they're no more or less likely to actually have committed the crime that they're accused of. Folks charged with serious crimes deserve a presumption of innocence too. Eliminating money bail entirely and making pretrial freedom the rule would bring us closer to a system that actually honors the commitments that we say are so important to us, which are, in our criminal justice system, you're innocent until proven guilty.